Yo, what's up? My name is Rich. Welcome back to another video. If you haven't checked it out before, I made a video in the past called something like fonts that are making sales for t-shirts, and basically it's just a collection of fonts that I use a lot that are pretty much quite fail safe, meaning you can just type it up, whatever the quote is that you're trying to sell, whatever words you're trying to sell, just type it up and you're pretty much good to go, because a lot of these fonts are popular. A lot of these get sales just because of the usage of these fonts and so on. So I'm going to go over a handful more that are my go-to fonts. So let's just get straight into it and take a look. So the first set is actually two different fonts. The first one being Thirsty Rough and the other one being Rebel Stroke. So you'll actually see this one used a lot. I see a lot of other t-shirt designers use this as well. Basically it's just a combination of a sans serif font and a script font, which is a pretty common duo. So you do want to look into that whenever you're designing t-shirts, is two fonts that you can use together on a common basis, such as the one that is shown. You have the script font and you have the sans serif font, and the two always go well with each other, especially if you're doing two words or maybe even a phrase, and you can use a combination between the two throughout the entire thing. So these two fonts go well together, and there's a series of other fonts that you can use in a powerful duo such as the one shown. Alright, so the next one is Cooper Black. You'll also see this one. You'll see all of these used a lot in t-shirts actually. Once you see these for the first time, you'll start to notice it a lot more, you know. It's kind of like whenever you're looking at a car that you're about to buy, and then all of a sudden you're on the road and you start seeing it a lot because you start to pay more attention for it, and it's because you're unconsciously kind of looking for it in your head. So it's the same way with fonts. Once you start looking at other t-shirt designs, you'll start noticing a lot of these fonts more. Another cool thing I like to do to make a duo between a font, even though it's the same font, is I like to make two different texts and use a combination of the actual solid itself and use one part of it in a stroke. So as you can see right here, it's the same font, but one part is in a solid color and the other part has a stroke. So it gives it an effect of two different fonts being used as a duo, but really it's just one. So that is one cool little easy trick to do for your t-shirt designs. So the next one is Arial Black. It may already be on your computer. So this is another popular font that is very, very simple. So right here I have it written as thank you. And why do I have that? Because one popular trend that has come up is the thank you bag effect. What do I mean by that? Well, the little thank you plastic bags. So this print has become a popular style for t-shirts. So this also has to do with the last font, how I was showing you how you can create a duo. Basically you just take the font, you type in what you want, and then you create a stroke and you duplicate it up and down. So this just goes to show a powerful way you can use that effect to make an effective t-shirt design. And another popular design using this font is when you see all of those names listed with the little ampersands. Like so I put Rich and Hustle and Ninjas. So this is a popular style that's also selling for t-shirts. So make sure you check this font out because it's very versatile and very easy to use because it's just so simple. Alright, so that's all the fonts I got to show y'all today. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but I promise you even those small amount of fonts, it can last you a long time. And when I say a long time, I mean like it could last you a few years. It's not dying off anytime soon. A lot of these fonts I've been using for a long time, and it's pretty timeless. So a few other things I want to show you before we conclude this video is alright, so here's one, the font. I mentioned it before. If you don't know what a font is, you can upload it here. For the most part, sometimes you'll be able to find the exact font, but sometimes it'll just show you something similar. So that can be a lead into finding the font itself if you really wanted to. So this is What the Font. You can type in whatthefont.com, but really it just leads you to myfonts.com/whatthefont. So what you're going to want to do is upload a screenshot of the actual picture with the font itself. So what I'm going to do is click on it, upload an image, and it's going to do its best to identify the font. And what you can do is select the portions where it shows the font itself. So you're going to want to fine tune this little crop box, hit next. Then it's going to load up a few fonts for you to choose from. So here we have a wide selection of fonts that look actually quite similar to the font itself. So even though I used Arial Black for this style before, it looks like it's probably not even Arial Black. It's Franklin Gothic Black. which is 59 bucks. That's a little too high for me. Anytime I pay for fonts, I try to make sure it's like under 20 bucks or so, or something that is definitely going to give me some sales. So you got to be wary of those prices. Sometimes you got to pay to play nowadays. So let's go ahead and go over here to thefont.com. This is a sans serif font, so we can try to find something similar as well. What's pretty cool about thefont.com is you can go over here and click more options and click public domain or 100% free. So you can use this for commercial use. What we're going to do is hit submit. And now if we look on the right side, you see it says 100% free right above the download button. So sometimes you do still want to look up these fonts, because if you click on it, right here it says, are all these fonts free of charge? The fonts presented on the website are their author's property and are either freeware, shareware, demo versions, or public domain. The license mentioned above the download button is just an indication. So please look at the README files in the archives or check the indicated author's website for details. So majority of times when you download this, it'll state what the license is for with the README file. If not, you can always look up the font in Google and see what it says. Google is always going to be one of your best friends. But anyways, to jump back into what I was trying to show you, right here in this little preview section, we can go ahead and type in thank you and we can hit submit. And now this will already generate all of these fonts in the text that we're looking for. And now we can sit here and look for something similar. Sometimes we find something that's even more cool. So here we have everything says thank you. I don't really see anything similar as of yet, but there are a few different alternatives. So here's one right here, Peace Sans. That's pretty similar. I don't really see any more, but we also have over 25 pages to go through. Here's one right here, Tondu. So that may be an option as well. So yeah, the preview portion is a great way to look at text before you hit download. That way you're not sitting here downloading each and every single one, installing it, and then typing it in to see what it looks like. So make sure you can use the preview button. I hope this video helped you out. Once again, my name is Rich. Please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.